Then we have Altair with the ultimate part towards the rail side. Brahmastam has been produced about 5 wide off the fence, but starting to make his run on the outside. He's the one. Give a couple of backhanders inside the final 300 meters. Divine Ray has opened up a gap about 3.5 lengths in front of War Eagle. Then comes the other runners of Skyfire, Chain of Thoughts for the back is Ultimate Power and Noble Roller driving outward, but Divine Ray has wrapped up the race, and look at the ease at which Divine Ray is going to win, almost about 8 lengths in front, with the rider looking back to see any possible threat. Is clear of this field to lift the first race from War Eagle.
Well, Darais Bairamji, welcome to the Horsepower Feeds Winners Enclosure. Divine Ray did this too easily.
He's a nice horse, but he had his share of problems. He's a really big horse, so it took time to get into himself. He ran his first start last season. He was very green. And hopefully, as he gets older, he'll get a little better. Hopefully, because there's a bit of cut on the ground. He's a big horse. It suited him. And we will have this sort of ground in summer, so hopefully he should repeat.
He's a big green horse, so I just wanted to let him take his time down the back and get into a rhythm. And there wasn't much pace in the race, so I picked the lead up pretty early, turning for home. And I knew he was going to be sort of one pace towards the end, and I just let him, because he's still a big baby, I let him drift to the rail and use the rail to get home. And he quite surprised me. He actually won it a lot more comfortable than I thought he would. So yeah, really nice. He'll improve over distance and with experience.
On the outside is Thunderstruck, a gap of 4 lengths behind is Christopher Wren. On the outside, travelling out wide is Taito Alba. 350 meters to travel, it's Dragon's Gold, who's travelling powerfully. Opens up a 6 to 7 lengths gap to the better of Star Domination in second. On the inside is Eco-Friendly with about final 150 meters to travel. It's Dragon's Gold, who's clear of the field, about 8 lengths, 9 lengths in front of Star Domination. Behind that is Taito Alba. Dragon's Gold wins the second race, about 10 lengths in front of Star Domination.
Well, congratulations, Mr. Sonawala, and welcome to the Horsepower Feeds Winners Circle. How do you feel seeing him demolish the field?
Great. Thanks to Parvati, who has done a wonderful job in bringing him out, and you saw the result.
He's done this so easily, a little over a distance. What's the verdict?
14 and a half lengths, I believe.
He goes straight from here, 2 classes up.
Yeah, that's what I'm not looking to. That's not good news for a trainer. So, yeah, it's fine. He's a big-hearted guy. He's weirdly Richard's favourite ride in the morning. Don't ask me. Yeah, he's very fond of him. Don't ask me why. And he's shown that he has a big heart. So I'm very happy. Very, very happy with him. And I want to thank Mr. Sonawala for supporting me and keeping this horse with him. Richard, I have no words. He came out here this summer season. He said, I have something to prove. I just need somebody to give me a chance. And Mr. Sonawala, Darais and I, we've all tried to work as a team with him. So very happy with him, obviously. 2 wins, 2 rides.
You know, the horse had a few issues in training. He was sort of very keen early on when I first arrived, and so we've just been trying to get him settled down and teach him to finish up, which he really certainly did today. I didn't really want to lead on him, but he just sort of took me there automatically, and so I was able to slow the pace down and just kick away from them. But yeah, huge improvement in him anyway. Going to get hit with a hefty penalty, but at the same time, he's a young horse. He's very lightly raced, and I don't want to be disappointing him by dragging him back to stop at what eventually is going to be the business end of a race. So, you know, if he's going to win by 14 lengths, as much as we don't particularly like it, at least he's doing it in a positive way and he's learning to race properly.
Star Comet is the one which is improving on every stride as they begin to negotiate the bend and straighten up for the final run. And round the turn into the straight, Sacrament comes to know first by about a length and a quarter to 2 in front of Serenus in second. The one has been on the outside is Star Comet making improvements, and now comes in Gr.3 initiative on the outside is Star Comet, and making a forward move. Embossum also coming with a run, traveling about 40 off the fence, but Star Comet by about 2.5 in front of Embossum in second. Behind them comes the next will be Serenus, and the rest is Genesis Equa with Tokaman, but Star Comet is going to win this race from Embossum.
Been really good. I'm happy that she won today. That's been very strong on this filly all through. She's improving from every race. I hope she does continue the same.
Look, she's done this mile well today. Logically, is she running the fillies now?
Should be. It's not for me to answer that. I think it's for Mr. Gr.3 and the owner to take a call on that. So.
Round the turn and into the straight for the K. Guruswami Memorial Cup. Liberation now being coloured on the outside by Prague, and then comes All Attraction. Sadler's Legacy is being produced about 5 wide. In between runners is Pleroma. Blood Prague down the centre. Shoots through to take it up from All Attraction. Comes up with a rattle on the outside, and it's going to be All Attraction on the outside. Goes ahead by about half, 3/4 in front. Now kicking on gamely to almost about 2.5 in front of Prague. Then comes Sad Legacy. He's got a lot of running to do as All Attraction is clear up this field to win the K.R. Guruswami Memorial Cup from Prague.
Trainer V. Loknath joins us in the Horsepower Feeds Winners Circle. Congratulations, he's done so much better and run so much of a better race than he did on debut.
Yes, it's not debut. He had a run in the earlier season, the previous season, where he was slightly heavier and he was running a bit green. He took a slow start, where he was catching up. That's what we put him in mile, and he did his best today. Like this horse was like, since he jumped out late little bit in the last run, we put him in a gate practice where he jumped out well, and we were confident that he will take a level start. As though 3-4 opponents were there, so he also had worked brilliantly. We gave him a fair chance, but he did well in the end.
He's a good horse and he did the same thing. He got a lot of abilities and he shown today. I feel he got potential of classic, so we are hoping for that.
Seven runners begin to negotiate the bend and straightener for the final run. And on top of the home straight for the DT Racing and Breeding LLP Juvenile Million Gr.3. Last Wish brings them into the home straight by the margin of about 2.5 in front. Arcana is given a couple of reminders. Now being produced on the outside is Supernatural. Even more wide as King Louis. In between runners is Mojito, and for the back another length and a half behind is Leonardo. But inside the final 200 meters, Last Wish, it is still traveling well, almost about 2 in front. King Louis is the one which is starting on the outside. Supernatural catching up in between runners, but Last Wish still the leader by about a length and a half in front of Supernatural. But Last Wish is going to hold on and win the DT Racing and Breeding LLP Juvenile Million Gr.3.
Today, start to finish, Sandesh has given quite a peach of a ride.
Absolutely. He was giving weight to all of them, and it was quite, it was a confident ride, and this horse likes running up front, So, hats off to him. That's it. He's going to be running on even weights in the colts. I feel we might have to change the tactics a bit. That's about it, because running up front will not work, especially in heavier conditions. It was, he held on. It was pretty heavy. And if it's a dry conditions, then we'll run in front. Otherwise, we'll sit. What else to do? There's no other way out.
Joined by the winning trainer, Neil Devaney, you got your revenge, didn't you?
Well, yeah, in a kind of way, yes. But I'm just happy he just ran a good race and just managed to hold off Supernatural, if you look at it. Well, he likes to run from the front, Even in Chennai, he's done the same thing, and that is what I told Sandy to do. If, just ride from the front. If anyone's faster than you, then let them go and try to settle down. If no one is there, don't fight with them. Just give them a good run, free run, and do your best in the straight.
Firstly of all, I say thanks to Padmanabhan sir and Sharmila madam. I don't want to come for a Bangalore summer season, but Paddy sir called me and he called me for a ride for his horses. And these rides, Sharmila madam only gave me this ride last week. He asked to Neil and he gave me that ride. Thanks to her also. And Neil also is upcoming trainer. He is very good with this horse. He is doing very good in Bombay also. In Breeders' Ford he finished second behind to Supernatural. And after that he went to the Madras and he won by very comfortably margin. And this race he was so confident, and I feel the horse when I sat on the paddock on the horse, he was so superbly doing fitness level top class. I feel this is my race only. I seen his races last run of the East, very good from the front, and meeting the Bangalore track. Today is little soft ground. I have to use that also in the mind, and I was hit to the front and little bit slow down and make the run for as early as possible.
Rudram comes in next, making some improvement on the outside is the strength. Chisox comes in next. They've got about 400 meters to travel. It's Chulbul Rani overtaken in the center there by strength. The strength from Chulbul Rani approaching the final 250 meters. Just in behind that is Chisox with about final 200 meters to travel. It's the strength who's taken up the running close to about a length and a half to the better of Chulbul Rani. Staying on in the third position is Copper Sunrise with final 25 meters to travel. The strength is clear, about 3 lengths in front of Chulbul Rani.
हॉर्सपा फीड्स विनर सर्कल में सिद्धराजू का स्वागत है. उनकी जिंदगी का पहला विनर. कांग्रेचुलेशन सिद्धर. कैसा लग रहा है आपको?
First of all, thank you very much, my trainer and owner. This is my first winner. Horse is very going well, straight. Thank you very much.
और आप पीछे से आए थे स्ट्रेट में, दूसरे घोड़े आगे थे. आपको लगा था कि
लगा था मैं रेस में रात में नहीं मिलेगा, इतना पीछे हूँ, कैसा भी थोड़ा आगे जाना बोल के बहुत मैं कोशिश किया, फिर भी कैसा भी रेस जीत गया. खुद भगवान का इच्छा था. अच्छा लगा मेरे को.
About 5 lengths to the better of Sensational Grey. Moving nicely in the third position is Prince Abir. On the outside is Elite Agent. Muirfield comes in next. On the inside is Casey. Ahan is identical distance behind. Produced about 8-9 wide of the track there is Osiris on the inside his own legacy with about final 300 meters to travel. It's the response. Now being strongly challenged in the center by Prince Abir. Prince Abir with final 200 to go is moving strongly. Opens up a 3 lengths gap to the better of Muirfield. Staying on in the third position there is Casey with about final 50 meters to travel. It's Prince Abir clear of the field about 3 lengths in front of
Suleiman Ataulahi ends the day in the Horsepower Feeds Winners Enclosure. Congratulations, Suleiman. Second win of his life. Tell us a little bit about this fellow.
He's a late maturing sort of a horse. He ran a disappointing race in Chennai during the invitation weekend. Though Mr. Padmanabhan's horse, Lord Franklin, was too good in that race. But I thought he'd, give him a fight, but he didn't travel well and didn't run well. So we've given him some time and ran this race. He's done well. He was not standing in the gates properly, so he was very fidgety, not standing properly. Suraj got 2 handlers to get him to stand in the correct position for him to jump. And if you watch the race properly, he's jumped out awkwardly. It's lucky that he did not have horses in front of him so he could get into a better position. And he was just superior in this race.
He was standing very awkwardly, but luckily he jumped out okay. He had an awkward jump. But luckily I found myself in a good spot. I was sitting somewhere in third spot. I came into the straight, I asked for him. He's a very game horse, carried that kind of weight. Gave his best, came into the straight, and I had him on all the way I was cruising, so I was quite comfortable.
Did he idle a bit in the last furlong, you feel?
No, I think it was the weight that was telling because there's sticky ground today, so I think the weight was telling on him.